Hey there, welcome today as we break down Guild Battle Red Velvet Dragon. We're giving you the best team in the business today. You're pumping over 50 million damage. On top of that, we will give you an additional team. This was also the traditional team to help you on your progression on your account. We love doing those things as well. Now, with that said, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the likes and the subs. That helps grow the channel and your call to action as always. Now, if you happen to have a comment or question, do let me know. I'd love to hear from you down below. Last but not least, you can swing by the Discord server. Now, the timestamps are available to you down below where we'll give you those teams, we'll do the runs, we'll break things down as we always do. So find the section that represents what you're needed here today. Last but not least, let's go have some fun with Red Velvet Dragon here. So with that said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the traditional one first, and then I'm going to give you the more recommended team right now in terms of that. Like I said, cranking out over 50 million damage. I've seen it. I've done it. On top of that, we like to share it. So the traditional one here that worked out very, very well in the past is this particular team right here. You got Cotton, you got Vampire, we have Sorbet Shark, we got Pumpkin, we also have the lovely Dark Choco right here. So what this does is this is all about reducing your enemy's defense. We have extra damage here with these two, direct damage for single target nukers. Additionally, Pumpkin here with the attack speed increase with her lovely pom-pom right there, causing attack speed for allied summon creatures. Giant pom-pom will be resistant to interrupting, yada yada yada. All this stuff being awesome. Attack speed 45% while it's active. Strike damage, huge. So what you're doing is you're pumping your nukers there, which makes a huge difference. Cotton here supplies the healing. And then we have our lovely treasures here. Pilgrim Slingshot to reduce the defense of your enemy. Attack for the entire team. You could swap this one now if you wanted to for the two. And go very powerful with the whistle here as an example. But again, having your entire team dealing damage is huge. And then additionally here we got Squishy Jelly Watch. In terms of the toppings, you're going to want Dark Choco for survivability. We got them on 5 almond. Now additionally, you can check out all the guides here on the channel for all of these cookies as well for additional deep dives and questions. Now here we got Sorbet Shark, again focused on 5 raspberry for attack. Pom-pom same way, or sorry, pom-pom, yeah, pumpkin pie there. Then we have our lovely Cotton on our 5 chocolates so that we can get the cooldown down. And then last but not least here, Vampire Cookie with that lovely 5 swift raspberry for lots and lots of attack, as you can see that. So let's go ahead and run it here with the team, and then we'll come back and we'll run it with the next one. So we got 2 runs left in it for today. Staying on top of those guild tickets is very important. We are a top, let's see, 10% guild. Top 5,000 there. Additionally, we have, where was it? Somewhere. The banner right there. Beautiful banner. Oop, we went the wrong way. Let's go ahead and go back to that guild battle. That's what you're looking for. Let's run it here. We're gonna see if we can get that 30 million knocked off. Now, a couple tricks with this particular team, the original team. Again, this one's being very popular, heavily used. You want to get pom-pom off at the beginning here. Again, that's going to give that attack speed already up right away. You can make sure this guy gets landed before everything else gets going. Same thing before you get all those attacks in terms of dealing lots and lots of damage to the dragon here. All right, so we got 40 seconds left. You want to make sure that we can keep breaking this thing. Lots of damage, 3 million in one hit there. Lots of hits off. Now again, spamming while you're doing this instead of fully auto is going to make and break the dragons faster. All right, so there we lost those 2. Again, due to that second hit, that becomes the huge problem there for our team that you need to evade. So well over 30 million there. Let's go ahead and resume. Now on to 8. We'll close this out for 10 seconds, see if we can get some damage in. No pom-pom, unfortunately. Stuck at 6. We'll get one more off there. Get that on. One more hits. 8 seconds, not going to get off. So there we have it. 80 million damage up there, plus an additional 2. So that's at 80. We did well over 30 million damage with our traditional team. Again, certainly as your team gets more powerful, you're going to be able to crank out that much more in terms of damage. That is correct. So there we go. Really, really good run. Now we're going to break down the latest and greatest team for you too here as well. So let's go pop in the battle. The big one right now is this team right here. So now we have pure vanilla for nuking heals, and we also get with the buff here, we also get nice lovely shields, HP shields, which is going to help everything as well, and alleviate all these other lovely things, passive debuff, resist, all this great stuff. Now we still have our vampire cookie in there. We got Sherbet. Now Sherbet's got lots and lots of single target damage, stacks, and absolutely destroys. For our debuffing and breaking down our enemy here, we are stacking with Clear Cookie to get those weakness effects for 25% damage for 40 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Again, additional shield damage if you need it. And then our new one here at the front being Milky Way Cookie. Now, Milky Way is going to do a ton of stuff. She will push enemies several times, applying a defense reduction debuff and dealing damage. So again, you're going to get this in terms of the debuff on the dragon, which makes a huge difference. So 3.5% for 7 seconds. Bosses gain 3 times hits, stacking up to times 25. And then additional damage resistance and all these other things here. So that is why you're running Milky Way Cookie. Makes a huge difference there in terms of damage against the boss. So you want to make sure that you're spamming these two, and these two are hitting after. That's going to be the key. Additionally, for toppings, let's go ahead and take a look at toppings. This one we do have and are running the chocolates again to make sure that we can keep that going and keep that debuff on. Certainly if you wanted to, you could go this route, or you can go with the almonds for survivability if you need it, depending on where you're at. Then we have Sherbet here. I have Sherbet on attack. You can certainly go with the almonds for survivability. We'll do that for this one instead. So we're going to lose some of our attack. I don't know. Let's go with attack. We're going to go for damage. That will be a big one. Here, Eclair, again, similar. You can go on the cooldowns or again for damage resistance, but we'll go on this one here. Again, if we get killed right away, that will show you that. And again, also on how to be on this instead. We got our pure vanilla here for the heals. You want to be on the 5 chocolates. And then last but not least here again, vampire cookie for the straight up damage. So let's get going here. Yeah, oh, last but not least, again, the treasure breakdown. So for the treasures, you want to be focused on our lovely Pilgrim Slingshot for the damage reduction, attack, and then Squishy Jelly Watch. So those are a lot of the considerations. You can certainly use some of the newer stuff as well if you wanted to. As an example, let's see if we can find it. There's a lovely new one here somewhere. Deals damage to enemies within the range. Not that one. We'll keep going. All right, so there we have it with our guild team setup for the dragon. We're a little bit less in terms of power there. We're at 1.4, but 89 million. Let's see if we can crack 50. The key is really going to be that survivability, like I said. Maybe let's flip, actually. We will flip toppings here because it's pretty tough. We'll flip him to that pre-select. And we'll go there for that pre-select as well for survivability. Now, I forgot to mention one thing. You can use the Moon Kiss here for Milky Way as well. That is going to be much better because the base stats are higher. Something also to keep in mind instead of using these particular ones. Now, Milky Way is being used quite a bit, so make sure that you do put those Moon Kiss ones on there. All right, now we're going to drop here just because of the fact that we're going to go for survivability. Now, again, this will be more of the baseline. You can certainly move it up with those attacks. So let's go ahead and make our run here at it today for Red Velvet level 8 and our team. So again, you want to make sure that you're spamming everything as soon as you get up there. And then now you get all your stuff on and make sure that you're getting your huge attacks. See, he already got killed. So big squishy there with the Sherbet. We're going to lose that. So now we only have our one main attacker. And we're still getting a lot on between the two. There we go. Again, keeping that on with our team of 3. Oh, we're living though. We're living the dream. Keep the heels on. There we go. So again, some of the things that we covered there, over 37 million. Keep that team alive. You can get it between 50 and 100 million. Again, mine's a little bit under level in terms of some of the other stuff that I've seen, but we did outproduce the other team, which is important. And again, some of the big stuff going on now. So a couple key pieces there. Certainly the other thing that we could have done was cracked Pure Vanilla's heal at the beginning, get those shields on, which could have also helped some of that survivability of the team. But as you can see, I'm still at one star there, 3-star theirs. Makes a huge difference in some of those things as well. But that is the team that you want to be on. So let's go ahead and check this out again. To bring this all home, we gave you 2 teams here today. We gave you the traditional one that a lot of players still play. It does great damage and is important in terms of your progression, again, in terms of your account. And then also another more focused team with some of the newer cookies as well. Milky Way there at that front making a huge difference. Certainly you could go Milky Way and blend some of these things up as well in terms of looking at some of that. But this is the more key team that puts out tons of damage. Big piece is making sure Sherbet and Eclair stay alive. We did see that get nuked out of the way. Unfortunately, that dragon can do a ton of damage. However, again, big piece there for you. We did still put up some pretty big numbers despite dropping those too early, which was just unfortunate and unlucky. All right, so to pull it all back together, I hope you enjoyed today's guild battle against the Red Velvet Dragon. We gave you 2 key teams, the top team right now, as well as a nice steady Eddie team for you to help with your guild battles and your team in CookieRun Kingdom. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the likes and the subs as always. If you have a question or comment throughout today's episode, do let me know. I'd love to hear from you down below or swing by the Discord server. With that said, you take care, you stay safe. We'll see you again soon. We got a ton more CookieRun Kingdom content headed your way here on the channel. Take care.